Hello friends, my name is Olympus and I am the worst Call of Duty player in the world. I'm not ashamed of that. In my video on the new division system a couple of days ago, I talked about how this system is going to make good players even better and make it even harder for bad players like me and others to keep up. But I'm making the best of a bad situation, and today I'm going to share 4 classes that have been working for me as I've played this week. My first class is my general purpose loadout, and it has 2 variants. The first is in the gameplay here, and it is my loadout for kill-based modes like Kill Confirmed or Team Deathmatch. The basis behind this loadout is being able to see the enemies as much as possible. My go-to division so far has been the Resistance division, since you get enemy pings for every kill and assist, and it also comes with Lookout built in, which I absolutely love. For my primary, I'm using an LMG, but this class is very versatile, so you can run whatever primary you prefer. For my basic training, I'm using Scoped, which increases your strafe speed so you have a better chance in those close-up gunfights. In addition, Resistance gives me a heads up if anyone gets too close to me. The variant on this is for objective-based modes. I swap Resistance out for Armored so that I can survive grenades thrown on a domination point or in a hard point, and since I lose the Lookout perk in Resistance, I use Lookout as my basic training. And for both of these classes, I'm using a pistol, sticky grenade, and flashbang. My preferred playstyle is to hang back and pick people off at a distance, but if rushing is more your game, this is what I would recommend. For the basic training, I'll use Airborne, since now you're able to shoot and reload while sprinting. As a result of this, I'll use either the combat shotgun or the toggle action as my primary, and for my basic training, I'm using one of the new ones, Clandestine. Again, I like knowing where my enemies are, and since we're going to be fighting close quarters with this loadout, Clandestine allows you to run over your enemies and pick up an intel pack which gives you a ping to see if anybody else is in the area. For my secondary, I'm using a pistol with a tactical knife, and for my lethal, I'm using a throwing knife, because I didn't find myself using too many grenades with this class. Finally, for my tactical, I'm using a flashbang so that I can toss it into a room, disorient anyone, and go in and clear them out.
Kill confirmed! Kill confirmed! Kill confirmed!
With these division changes, you can now create a full stealth loadout, and here is my version of that geared towards my specific playstyle and shortcomings. Of course, I'm using the Mountain Division to stay off the radar and enemy pings, and my primary is an SMG with a suppressor. Since I'm not confident with my SMG skills at medium to long range, I'm actually using Rifleman as my basic training and carrying a sniper with me. This way, if I see an enemy off in the distance, I can quickly switch and hopefully have a better chance of picking him off. For my lethal, I'm using an S-mine to cover my back so nobody can trail or flank me, and for my tactical, I'm using a smoke grenade, which lets me cover the area in front of me and close the distance just in case my sniper isn't working out. Finally, I have my class that I use in War Mode. This class is all about maximizing my explosive potential and minimizing my explosive damage. I'm using the Expeditionary Division so that I can have 2 lethal and 2 tactical grenades. I use sticky grenades and actually use gas grenades for my tacticals. The gas grenades are very effective in the Expeditionary Division, and your tacticals and lethals will resupply over time. To limit my explosive damage, I'm using Hunker as my basic training, and for my primary weapon, I just use whatever is appropriate for the situation I'm in. In this gameplay, it's the M1941 Johnson rifle. For my secondary, I'll either always use a pistol or a melee weapon, since if I'm working on a speed-based objective, I'll want to use that weapon to get away as quickly as possible. So, those are the 4 classes I've been using to try and have success with these new division systems. Any type of like, share, or subscribe would be greatly appreciated, and if you have any different opinions or suggestions or just want to argue with me about these loadouts, I'd love it if you did that here in the comments section below. And as always, it's okay to be bad as long as you are having fun, and I'll see you in the next video.
Enemy is down!
Get the target intel transmitted!